I wish I could remember what these thoughts were before. I was thinking maybe I've sort of hid them all away, trying not to think about him too much, but a few days ago, on the weekend when it sort of hit me a little bit, there were so many times I was thinking about all these different things, different times that we all had, all the different people I've been with. Very small little moments. The time when when we came in and, was it Buncefield? Blew up and the whole building shook and we didn't know what was going on. We thought it was an earthquake. I remember that, and that was really scary, and the building actually shook and then we all got out. I think we were hoping we were going to get sent home then, but we weren't. That was what other things? September 11th, that was when I was coming home from work. I found out, someone texted me on the bus. I remember someone sent me an email saying that it happened, and I thought they were making, they were just making it up, because it just started flying into a building. Yeah, right. I thought it was some kind of joke or whatever, but it was actually real. So I found that out when I was there. My run-in with health and safety. I used to fill out hundreds of these health and safety near misses, much to the annoyance of Mr. Buick, who is in that story I wrote. I'm not sure it's on here. Bumblebee Buick, which is based on him a little bit. That was great. He was funny. I think I always used to annoy him because I'd send him so many of these things. I remember once Lance went up to him and said, it'd be good if Harris became a health and safety representative. And he said, that's the worst thing that could happen. and he pretended. The first bit he said is, because Lance said about, Harris could come, and he said, who's he? Is he the man with the beard? Pretending he didn't really know me or something. And it's the worst thing that can happen. And there was a time before he left, he was walking down these flights of stairs, and me and Lance were joking about him, about these things that were going on, and making fun, and we were quite loud, and then we realised as we looked towards him, he was looking a little bit at us, and we noticed that the window was open of the break room adjacent to the spiral staircase. Soon after that, he left. I hope it wasn't because of that. But that was the thing about EUK characters. There are a lot of characters. And there was Big Dave. Ooh, I can't remember how he went now. That's how he used to speak a little bit. The engineers can do better ones than I can. And lots of stories. I wish I could remember some of these little incidents. There were lots of them. I know we had lots of different catchphrases and things we talk about, and repeated jokes. And there was the thing about Toppergate as well, because Richard and Lance used to call each other Topper. Don't ask me really why. And a lot of the engineers, when I joined Special Services, said I should be a topper, and that went on for a long time. I think, and Richard called me Topper, he wasn't meant to call me Topper, but he'd keep forgetting and he'd keep referring to me as Topper, and he must have said 100 times. And even Lance slipped a few times, not as many though. And I think at the end they did decide that I was a topper. So I was effectively the last topper. So at least I got that out of it. And what else was there? The time when I came around to Special Services, before I was there, I was on sorters, and I came round to speak to them, and then my team leader, Powell, was coming, and I shot off. I ran as fast as I could down, and they said I ran like a gazelle, and then Powell actually came up to them saying, "Was Harris just here?" She must have seen me darting down up to Pick Delight downstairs through the Special Services manual vet. Because I used to come and visit them, or visit Lance in Mini Load, come and chat to him while I was checking out the cranes and stuff to make sure they were working. So many times. I don't know, it's going to be interesting that, you know, over the next few days it's going to hit, because today it didn't hit so much, even though Monday's the first day I would have been back at work. But I met with Richard and I met a few others, Anton and a few others. We went to the Harvester, and yeah, it felt a little bit like a normal day. But I know, like tomorrow and Wednesday, I know it will, because I have, you know, been thinking about it, especially when I'm sleeping. I think about it, and then it will hit me. It'd be interesting if I look back on these things and how that's going to make me feel. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Trying to think if there's anything more that I can tell you. Not much more really. Apparently UK is still in administration, although according to the letter it seems like it's in liquidation, so who knows which it really is. And yeah, there's still some people there, and they're just packing the stock into totes, I think, putting it back into the system. So yeah, we had to give in our redundancy forms, which apparently are going to be fast tracked. Although I was a bit surprised because someone asked about our pay, and I'm sure we were paid a month. You know, like in November we're paid October's pay, in December we're paid November's. I'm sure it's like that. I'm sure we're not paid the month that we're actually working in. But they seem to think we are, because I expected that we're getting paid on the 19th of December. I expected to get November's pay plus the 10 days that we'd worked in December. But they don't seem to think we are paid like that. But I'm sure we are. I'm sure I had to wait ages before I got my first pay packet. And even David said that as well. So I'm a bit surprised. I know there's a union meeting on Wednesday. God knows what they're going to do. What a bit of uselessness they were. They didn't know anything, did they? And they weren't able to. I suppose there's not much you can do, is there? No, actually, I should mention a lot of these things I've been saying during these little candid talks are merely my point of view, feelings and thoughts. They're not anything more than that. They're just, they might not even be factual, or, you know, they're just my thoughts of what I think is a situation, etc. So they shouldn't be taken as any more than that. That's a bit of a disclaimer going in there. It'd be interesting to know other people's from EUK, their thoughts and feelings of their times, because I'm sure there's a lot to share. So it'd be nice if other people put their videos up or add their comments to these about how they're feeling and their thoughts, and, you know, reminisce of the times they spent there. Yeah, it's a little bit of interest. It probably helps to get over the situation talking about it as well. I know there's a lot of people that work there for a long time. You know, like Richard and Lance, they worked together for 20 years together. And, you know, it's sad really, because not only has the business come, but their friendship has ended a little bit, in the sense that it will never be the same. Yeah, they might phone each other and visit each other, but for 20 years, 5 days a week, you know, they spend 8 hours a day with each other. And as much they try, it will never get to that kind of limit. And you get to know people like that. You know, I was with them I knew them for a few years, but I was with them in the same area, like day in, day out for over a year. And those times were really amusing, especially, you know, getting swap out and, you know, running about, joking. And I remember the big swap we had when we had the flat pack things, and Erica and me were running around pretending to be like James Bond. Ah dear. It was a really nice team. I still can't quite grasp the fact that everything's come to an end. It just seems so impossible. It was so busy. You don't think it to suddenly stop like this, especially when we had no knowledge of it going like this. It's amazing, really. Shows you can't ever really have security, especially in this day and age. Oh dear. Well, I can't think of anything more. I suspect as soon as I switch this camera off, I will think of some funny incidences. But for now, that'll do. I think I'll round it up. I think we've had enough talk about EUK and Woolies. So let's see what their futures are. Maybe it's best for them both to go now. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care. Take it easy and peace.